3 weeks ago, a numerologist told me the day I was going to die. She didn't say it straight out. People like that always come at it sideways, wrap it in a smile so you can walk out the door and convince yourself you imagined it. But I didn't imagine it. I've got it written down. I have the card she handed me with the number on it in my own handwriting. 22. I didn't even want to go. My friend Danny booked it. She's obsessed with every little Instagram trend that comes and goes. Vicky and her girls hired a real psychic for their bachelorette. Their reel came out amazing. Come on, let's go too. God, Danny, that is so dumb. What's she even gonna say? Some vague nonsense that fits everybody. Danny gave me those pitiful puppy eyes and pressed her hands together like she was praying. Please, please, please. No, there's gonna be wine and a cute photo for the memories. Of course I said yes. Danny knew how to beg. A house in Sedona, string lights, a clipboard with a sign-up sheet by the door. $40 for a personal numerology reading. I went for the wine and the group photo, nothing else. Danny went first. The reader, older woman, silver rings on every finger, big hoop earrings, and a full smoky eye. The whole look. She smiled the entire time. Life path number this, expression number that. Danny was thrilled, practically bouncing in her seat. I waited my turn, rolling my eyes at every phrase. Karmic connection. You need to trust the universe. You're on the verge of big changes. Seriously? $40 for this? Then it was my turn. I gave her my birthday. She started writing, adding the digits out loud, breaking them down the way they do. And then she stopped. She looked up at me. Not at the reading, at me. Held my eyes a second longer than she should have. And she said it quiet, like she didn't want Danny to hear. You lost someone in November, didn't you? My dad died on November 22nd, 4 years ago. I never told her that. It's not on any form. Danny didn't even know the date. Nobody in that room knew. I just nodded. My mouth went dry. Goosebumps crawled up my arms. I told myself she'd only guessed. Statistically, a thing like that can be guessed. She wrote a number on a small card, slid it across the table, and laid her palm flat over it before I could take it. And she said, "This one comes to you on its own. It doesn't ask. When you start seeing it, and you will, don't count how many times. Whatever you do, honey, don't count." Then she lifted her hand. The card said 22. I laughed. Of course I laughed. Danny laughed. We grabbed tacos on the way home, and I made fun of the rings and the incense the whole drive. So the first thing I did when I got home was toss the card somewhere on the table. The next morning I bought coffee before work. The total came to 2202. I actually smiled. Okay, spooky lady, cute. Then I got home and saw the time on the microwave. 22 minutes passed. 10:22. I took a picture. I don't even know why. Gate 22 at the airport, flying out for a work trip. My Uber pulled up, plate ending in 22. The playlist I shuffled on the plane, the very first track, 2 minutes and 22 seconds long. By the end of that week, I had a list in my notes app, 31 entries. I remembered what she said, don't count. That was exactly why I couldn't stop. Food delivery order, ending in 4422. The pill bottle in my medicine cabinet, refill code ending in 22. I opened my banking app just to check my balance, and there it was, the next autopay date, the 22nd. And then something happened that I can't explain with psychology. Every single time I looked at my phone, the time showed 22 minutes past. 12:22, 2:22, any hour at all, but always, without fail, 22 minutes. The first time, I smiled. The second, I was surprised at the coincidence. The third time, it wasn't funny anymore. But when day after day the clock showed me those cursed 22 minutes every single hour, I started to feel like I was losing my mind. Then Mom called. our usual Friday check-in. And halfway through, out of nowhere, she said, "Oh, don't forget, Dad's memorial mass falls on a Saturday this year. You're still coming Friday, right?" I didn't answer. I just sat there, listening to the dial tone after she'd already hung up. Then I opened the calendar, just to see the date. And something made me swipe forward. I don't know what. My thumb just moved on its own. November, the 1st. The anniversary of Dad's death, 22 days away. I closed it faster than I could think about it. So I did what everyone does at 2 a.m. I went online, found a thread on Reddit. Of course there's a thread, there's always a thread. People trading stories about companion numbers that supposedly aren't a coincidence, but a message. One comment stuck in me like a splinter. A number that finds you on its own, without asking, that's not a sign. That's a countdown. Not a sign, a countdown. Word for word what she'd said, from a stranger on the internet who'd never laid eyes on her. I opened the calendar again, counted the days until November 22nd, and here's what I need you to understand. I counted how many days were left, and it came out to the exact same number the reader had written on that card. Coincidence. Just a coincidence between numbers I'd decided to make mean something. So I made a decision. Enough. No more threads, no more counting, none of it. I just wouldn't notice the number anymore. I'd focus on 15. Great number. My birthday. Great plan. Perfect plan. Too perfect. Shame it was nearly impossible. The number was hunting me, day after day, week after week. On Friday, they kept me late at work. A project was on fire, so I couldn't leave when I'd planned. And then, just my luck, the car broke down. Only a couple of days before. The shop said the repair would take a couple of weeks. They'd have to order parts from a warehouse in the next state, and my turn in line would come up right about then. So it was decided I'd take the intercity bus. I told myself Dad's memorial wasn't only a sad occasion, but a reason to sit in the quiet comfort of home. No city, no receipts, no clocks for me to stare at, nothing that could find me. I set the alarm for 7 on purpose, nothing with a 2 in it. But my phone died in the night, and I woke up in a panic at 8:47, already late, chasing the one morning bus. The next one wasn't for 5 hours. I didn't want to wait, and I didn't want to arrive at night worn out. I grabbed my bag, ran, dropped my phone on the porch steps, the screen cracked clean across, but I didn't stop, just scooped it up mid-stride. The bus was already pulling away from the stop across the street. I ran for it. Didn't look, because I was looking at the clock on the transit sign instead. It read 8:52. The car that hit me wasn't even going fast. Normal speed, quiet residential street, just out of nowhere. Just the wrong second. Just an accident. I didn't catch the plate, but I heard the driver, out of the car, shouting, phone on speaker, and the 911 dispatcher on the other end asked him for the address. And he answered, his voice breaking into a
911,
scream.
what's your emergency?
It's 22 mission. Hurry, please.
When the ambulance arrived, they pronounced me dead. 11:22, 2025, 9:22 in the morning, 2202 Mission Street. After I died, a new comment showed up on that thread. Somebody wrote, "Weird question. Got a reading yesterday. A woman in Sedona, silver rings. She landed on 22 and just went quiet. Anyone else been seeing this number way too much lately?" There are already 3 replies, all from different people. All of them, yes.